What is up, my dude and dudettes, and welcome back. Without further ado, let's just hop straight into it. And now we go back where we came from.
She would lay in the grass and stare at the clouds. And there she saw them. Elusive. Shifting faces. After a while, she could see the faces everywhere. In the trees, the mountains, caves.
Taking a look at the mountains to see, like, if I actually do, like, hallucinate and see anything. I don't understand the eyes yet. They're crazy. They're on everything. I wonder if she gets tired doing that. She seems to. Her breathing becomes, like, more labored. Why was shit getting crazy? I almost heard Valravn's song again. I don't want to hear that. Although I want to do some research now. I was thinking about this at work. I was like, you know, who was Valravn based off of? Just because nothing immediately comes to mind when I think of that character. I mean, I guess you could see maybe Loki, but you wouldn't have such an important deities. Such a random figure.
Can you see the faces too?
I see eyeballs everywhere.
They're there. If you look for them.
Why would I want to look for them? Okay.
Mother.
Quite literally a face.
Senua, you have the sight. Just like I do. Once you can see into the underworld and all the souls within it will see you. Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
Did you see her? That was her mother, Galina. She was a priestess, a healer.
Such interesting names.
She taught Senua to see the weave that binds the world together. And it was beautiful. It was a time before the darkness. But when it did come, it first came for her mother.
Is the darkness quite literally the
Still
voices?
sees her face from time to time, hidden in the world. Like she's still watching over her. She misses her so much.
Storm's coming again? It's almost sporadic as Arizona weather. Plugging my phone in real quick. I've got to fix some outlets in the house, because the place I'm renting from won't do it. Man, I could talk for days about the current landlord situation. It's so annoying. I think you're on this camera now. So you're right in front of me. If I keep looking over here, it's because I'm still getting used to the 2-camera setup. I like it. It creates a little bit more dynamics to things. You can see our medieval times crowns back here. These are from my 27th birthday, which was on the 27th of this month. Well, for you, it'll probably be the 27th of September, because this probably won't actually get up till around, like, October 1st. We've got the other video almost done. I said no editing. I'm doing minor editing just for your convenience to create it, like, a little bit more palatable, but nothing crazy. Just cleaning up audio, adding in some intro tags and things like that. Spoopy. Alright. You're new.
Stronger than you.
I feel like there's got to be a guy with a mace somewhere around here.
Can't do it.
Okay. Just go around his shield then. Hey, I'm getting lucky with these. I don't know how to get past this shield, honestly. Okay, that actually has a use now. Oh shit!
Now, this is nearly the
I didn't expect that combo. Okay,
The gate. She needs to go back. She can't.
that was sick.
It won't open. Why won't it open?
There's another challenge.
Well, yeah.
Hasn't challenged
I'm not excited for this one. This to me means damage over time. Burning. Angry sprite.
Surtr, the fire giant, has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind. And the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
I don't know if the Northmen would want Surtr. Now, everything for them was a cycle, so
Found the wretched
it was
old
fine.
fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast. Was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, who spoke of his own darkness. The Northmen.
Another face.
Senua, we each walk these lands gazing towards different horizons, some of us further than others. Your father cannot see what you see, but there is nothing wrong with seeing the world the way you do.
Is that it? Ooh. interestingly put on this wood, though. Is that me? Or one of the voices. Was that English that I just said there? Is it one of the voices in my head making all these huffy puffy noises, or actually me? Sky blackened with ashes. Wild firefighter's brain. What a man's voice. God, the voices are just nuts. I'm kind of hoping there's like some hidden things, but I haven't really seen anything. Very linear. This game does already have me excited for the second one.
It's nearly over. Finish it.
Oh shit!
Behind you.
Bad spot. Bad spot.
Behind you.
He's right behind me. God.
You can do it. You're close.
Somebody's behind me. I'm just adding flair at this point. I like the kick. He's surprisingly fast with the mace. It's got no wind-up.
He can read you. She's scared. She's scared. He's down. Finish it. Finish it.
Okay, we're getting a little bit better at that. The mace guys do have a really fast poke you gotta watch out for. I feel like it's almost faster than the sword guys. It definitely does more damage, which makes sense. It's a bludgeoning weapon.
I can still smell it. A sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. Do you hear them too, Senua?
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
It's got something to do with this. Now I need to make a Y. Probably out of the same trees. Hmm.
Are they screaming?
Not quite.
You can hear the noise.
I mean, they're everywhere. They don't line up. It would make the most sense for it to be there. I wonder if you can just match it with anything that kind of has the shape. My thought is maybe there's a way of getting this. No. Not quite either.
Focus.
I know the runes are important. I'm just trying to figure out why this doesn't work. Like, that should work perfect. I need something taller. Something taller should be right in front of me. It's too tall. It's somewhere in here. All this fuzzy stuff's in here. Well, yeah, I figured the screams and the sacrifice would make sense. They're right here, but they don't match. Not him. Screams will help me. I don't hear any screaming. It would make sense to put it that far back. Following the screams doesn't do anything. One, because there's no screams. It's like a faint, labored breathing.
Are they screaming?
It's fucking who screaming? What about the screams? These aren't it. Oh, I'm dumb. Put the stick in between.
You can hear the noise.
Saw it as soon as I walked up.
The path to Helheim is sealed to the living, but you already walk amongst the dead. Look towards the gate, and you will see that it has opened.
In we go to fight some fire, Maddie.
When they first came to my lands, I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave.
Ah, they're not Northmen.
I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of, I know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
Interesting. Wonder who they were beforehand. That's gonna be a problem. Time for another fight.
She will die.
Oh, okay.
Quickly get up.
You're fine, get up. You're fine, get up. You're fine, get up.
She's injured. She can still do it.
I didn't know that was an option.
Behind you. Finish this. End it now.
Ooh, getting greedy.
One.
Come on.
Take him down. Take him down. Get down. Anticipate your moves.
Can try.
Leave. Run away. Go. Run away.
There we go. Now we know that the shield guys hit even harder. I assume they would just hit the same, just be harder to fight.
When you see a fire gate of Surtr, know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel and let the dead walk through.
My combat
Find
enough?
the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surtr.
Let's fire it right in front of the door. Find the fire. That's where we came from, so let's go this way. Find the fire. Gotta touch it? No, we just gotta get closer. That was creepy. But you can't stay in it for long. Makes sense.
Hell will not give you the answers you want, but you must gods offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
Which is fair, you can't overcome something if you don't experience it.
The fire gone? Where's it gone?
As much as you try to prevent something, it will happen.
It was everywhere.
Maybe it was an illusion.
It was a trick.
Maybe it was another false place.
Maybe it was fire. Surtr is through there.
He's waiting for her. You can't get through.
How will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
Truth, scent.
Find your own path.
There's always another way.
There's always a way.
Find your own way.
You just have to find it.
It's waiting for you. It was never going to
The Northmen tell this story. Before the earth was created, there was a world called Muspel. Because it was in the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks melted ice in the frozen world of Niflheim, creating the body of the first giant, Ymir. Muspel is one of the 9 worlds, and is now the land of the fire giants. And people from elsewhere cannot endure a journey there.
Makes sense. There's not a whole lot even talked about the fire giants, just that they exist. One of the few symbols that has some Nordic attachment, but not much.
She needs to find it.
Another fire sacrifice.
Another fire sacrifice.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surtr.
Just the same thing as last time. I was hoping he was going to say something original. Oh. Why does it do this at
It's too
times?
far.
She'll never find it. She'll never make her way back.
She needs to remember the way back.
What happens when she finds it?
Everything
behind
will
us.
burn.
Concentrate on where you're going. She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn, then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be able to tell.
I'm a wildland firefighter. You'd be surprised what I could do. There's this way. We're gonna need to... It's like a straight road. I don't see what there's to get lost on. Radio.
Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surtr, the foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword, and at the end of the world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious, and then burn the whole world with fire.
Weird, heard that before. How many religions have that in their repertoire of information? So we're going to jump down and run straight that way towards the trees. But if we need a ziggy-zaggy, we ziggy-zaggy this way, maybe that way. Or if we got a ziggy-zaggy all the way around, we just know it's that way. You keep telling me I'm going to have to remember this. I'm going to obnoxiously remember this. This will be on fire. Interesting. Oh boy. Interesting.
The Northmen made fire sacrifices, burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surtr. I searched for meaning in their suffering, in their eyes, but they just screamed like helpless pigs.
Interesting way of putting it. Don't like that much. Time to run. Come on. Come on. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. You're fine. It's hot, but you're good. You would get burns from this, and it would suck. Keep going. Come on. Right there. This is a good job with the fire.
Your
I like it.
gods answer your prayers, Senua. I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua! Find your own path, like I find mine!
My gods abandoned me. I am alone.
The realization that if gods existed, why the hell would they give a shit? What reason do they have to care? It's one thing I did like about the Norse is their gods had lives. They went and did shit. They were busy. Could just pray and get everything you wanted.
That the world will be destroyed someday.
Mm-hmm.
They call it Ragnarok. The
The
destiny,
destiny
of
of
the
the gods.
Asgard will be attacked by Surtr and the fire giants. A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun.
Two of
And the
them.
gods will fight in vain against their enemies. There is nothing they can do to prevent it. But Odin ever seeks knowledge and magic, hoping to find a way to postpone that dark day.
See, there's two wolves. I believe the second one's like Gormner or Gorm. And then there's Fenrir, the one that everybody knows, and each of them consumes the sun and the moon, Magni and Mooni. Or Magni and Mauni. And I believe Vidal is the actual slayer of Fenrir. Interesting. Because I think it's Vidal. It's one of Odin's sons who just builds a giant sandal to step onto the bottom jaw of the wolf and pierce his blade through its jaws. Oh, we're maybe gonna have a very interesting path to going home. And then we would jump down here to the right. That's a big old radio. We're gonna need that later. But I think that's the way we're gonna have to go. Don't worry about that. We have to run down a long boxed hallway where we would go around, up the stairs, over the roof, and to the right. Yeah, that would make sense for all this to be closed. Gabu, the X. Man, I'm tired after work today. I went to bed late because I stayed up doing my minor edits. My minor edits is just going to make things pretty. Ooh. Yeah, so that would be here. If I could line that up with... Yeah. I got this. Don't even worry about it.
The Northmen of Hell worship the Devourers, insatiable gods of darkness. I come from Erin, Senua, where I once followed my own gods, the Tuatha De Danann.
Why did
Oh, they are Irish.
gods?
Senua, I was a man of knowledge,
The two at the Danann.
not a warrior. To survive, I did things. Bad things.
I was so close with with my guessing.
Like you, Senua. The man I once was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you.
That's cool. So the Tuatha Dé Danann are one of the peoplings of Ireland, is kind of how they put it, because now they are gods. At one point, they were just the inhabitants. And now they are one of the main drivers for the fairies and the magic that exists in the land of Ireland. You've got, like, Finn McCool, which, very humorously, I think we had a classmate that didn't understand how interestingly names can be spelt in Irish. Because it looks like Finn McCumhale, but it's Finn McCool. One of my favorite books is the Tan Bokuli, or just the Tan, the cattle raids. Our instructor for our religious history class, which is looking at more of it like an archaeological history, the physical stuff that's there, as well as some of the physical tests that existed. Super, super cool spirituality and belief system. What little of it remains. Alright. It's hot. Get it moving. Oh, I don't like that. Alright, we're good. We're gonna go inside. We're not gonna be able to run up the middle, I'm guessing. Oh, we can. Not. Good thing we stopped. That would have hurt. You're okay. You're okay. Just keep your cool. Keep it easy. You don't want to stand over this for long. You want to focus up. Focus up. Focus up. I believe the keys I'm hitting actually work, because that was very smooth. Okay, you're good. You're gonna come down. You're gonna run towards the radio. And to the left. Oh, great. Shit. 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 This way. You're good. Keep going. That would have taken so much out of you fighting in that heat. Because it'd be hot.
Collapsed. Good. Let it collapse. And have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world to the pride!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No, I see nothing now.
Interesting. Wonder if this is all like an internalized trip. The use of like psilocybin and some other herbs from back then, and she's just kind of self-induced to go through and process her traumas. Because that was a very popular thing. And I don't know why it's taken us, you know, a good 1,000 years, throw a couple hundreds on there, for us to realize the importance of using some mushrooms. This place is going to be complex. We're at the crates, we got stairs, we gotta wait up. There's the door there. There's this. Why does this exist? There's a ladder up to it. I need to see something up there. Interesting. But yes, psilocybin, or magic mushrooms, golden teachers, there's so many different names for them, but the drug inside is the psilocybin drug. And they've actually been using it recently within wild and firefighter studies. One of my favorite podcasts for a while was the Hotshot Wake Up. Check him out. I mainly watched him, or listened to him, on Apple, but I believe he's just about everywhere. So I need something that's going to cut across. Okay. For a P. And it's not necessarily a bad drug either. Like, the mushrooms themselves essentially just give people food poisoning. But it helps people actually process and package things. I think if I remember correctly from the way he was describing it in the podcast, is it allows an individual who's going through a difficult time mentally to be able to take a substance, sit, process, package it up as if you were moving, and then get rid of the item. So you can fully understand everything as you're packing it up within yourself and then putting it away. And I think that's a really interesting way of trying to figure out ways to combat mental illness, is through some mental fortitude with some assistance. A unique approach. I like it. Running out of this one's going to be a pain, but... Because up the middle I think is going to be closed. No, up the middle will have to be open, but we might have to jump off of one of these, because there's the white that makes it very apparent. Okay.
Tell me truth. How did you escape your darkness?
Senua, once I found my purpose, I was no longer enslaved to the suffering I had to endure to reach it. Unclouded by fear, I could see it
That one would almost
clearly
work.
in others. Even my captors feared the fire of Surtr. And so, during one raid, I took my chance and ran, knowing that they would not follow. The fool ran into the fire. They left me for dead. Maybe they were right to. But here I am. Free.
There. I can see it.
I'm glad I found you in the wilds. I wouldn't have made it without you.
Good. I wonder if she's, Celtic as well. Because I did say Irish. Celtic would be more accurate. I see a chest and my loot goblin inside. It's like, please let me open that. I'll find it. This should be an easy one to do. Ooh, hey.
The Northmen say that at
TOIs.
Ragnarok, the sons of Muspel will travel to battle in the ship called Naglfar, the corpse ship. And when the sons of Muspel leave the ship and ride to battle, it will be as though the sky had split open, and Surtr will lead them. Wherever he goes, flame will erupt before him, and fires will burn behind him.
I can't remember if Naglfar is the boat that is... there's a story about giants collecting your clipped toenails and fingernails, and they use them in the efforts to make a boat. Oh, there it is. The slash goes the other way, though. So I need to go outside to see that. Okay. This makes more sense to me now. Let's open that. Like, that's going to need to be open in the future. Look, man, firefighting is all about keeping your head on a swivel and looking for things that people might just not think about. That right there. Always have an escape route. Thank you. Now the next one, I'm guessing it's got to be up the ladder. Because this, I think, is TH, which is used in place of D very often, or it's the D that's... I can't remember the pronunciations. I have a book that I want to buy, because I'm a massive fan of Dr. Jackson Crawford. Just because he delivers Norse mythology in a very digestible way, and he also delivers the Norse dialect in a very digestible way. He is one individual I would love the opportunity of talking to in the future, just because I've got to talk with individuals like Liz Weir, Liz Warren, Chrissy Dart, oh, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Eddie Lanahan. He is by far one of my favorite storytellers from Ireland. And, it's just, it's crazy seeing some of these really famous people for the Irish and getting the chance to hear their stories, and the way that they do them. Because storytelling is such a beautiful art. It's one of the reasons I love video games. Like, I'll get excited about that all day. This is storytelling. And it's storytelling in a very unique premise, because you're not using traditional mediums to do so. You're using movement and visual and sight and sound. But you're eliminating some things. You're eliminating feel. I can't feel my environment. I can just hear it and see it. I have to get immersed into it through your ability to tell me a story. That's why some games do such a poor job. People in comments will probably yell at me, and it's like, it's right there! Just look at it, it's right there! And I'm gonna be honest, I still think it has something to do with this. Okay, see, it told me that there's a no on whatever I was thinking. This stick needs to match up with... Oh. That would have been smart. That would have been cool. But I now know that it's right here. That was cool. I liked that. It was right there in front of your face, and all you had to do was take a minute to look. This is one thing I am appreciating about this game, is that you could run, kind of get the dialogue to probably skip a little bit. But they've done so much to, like, pay attention to small details. Like, if you notice, the fire is like breathing. It's in sync with a breath. Or in sync with a heartbeat. But it's like a... And it actually, like, if you listen really close, it almost sounds like it's synced up with her breathing. And stuff like this world design and things just make me even more interested to continue playing around with Blender. I'm so excited to show you guys the new intros and outros. They're not done yet by any means, because I'm going to take my time on those to be a perfectionist. Once they are done, I'll put them up standalone.
If I can survive the fire of Surtr and escape my darkness, then so can you.
Such a weird similarity to pull to this. But if you've read The Perks of Being a Wallflower, it's an awesome story that has that same overall message. If I can go through it, you can go through it. But you're not alone. That's the key concept to it, is she's not alone. Now, I'm assuming the head is Dillion. I'm going to be very interested to see what they do with his art. I've only seen like some of the older art styles for Surtr.
Run! Run! Through the fire! Keep running! Go on! Nothing will stop. Run, Senua! Run!
Go, go, go. It's okay. It's okay. Let it hurt. Let it hurt. Let it hurt. Stop, drop, and roll.
She's dying.
Stop, drop, and roll. She is reliving this because she was said to have been burned before in the past.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This darkness takes everything. Everyone.
Senua, are you sure you want to do this? We can fight this together, side by side. We always do.
This is my battle. I have to face it alone, away from here.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
I believe in you. You know that. Just promise me that you will come back to me. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
I will come back to you. I promise.
Come on.
Interesting. She's having these memories through someone else's eyes.
Spill the blood of Surtr.
Oh, God.
And I will cheer you from the world and forever be in your debt.
You destroyed everything, everyone, but not me. Fight me now.
Oh, boy. Okay, that's a nice pushback. That's bad. Oh, shit. I just know he's gonna go nuts in the future with some heavy moves. Okay. Oh, nice. Right in the head. This fight is so much easier than the other one, and I feel like I'm gonna immediately regret that now for saying it. Get him. Damn, we just went to town on him. The combos with him was fun, but he was very easy to fight. Valravn was much more of a gut check of a fight. As you can tell from my reactions, I wanted to edit so much of that out, but I was like, you know what? The audience could just hear me say, come on, 35 times.
A greater battle takes its place. And so it goes. Until we fall. And in the end, we all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on. Why?
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to keep it.
I die free, knowing you will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
When the darkness comes, I vow to guide you in this life and the next to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
He died sick.
To face horror in the eye, as I have. To find your answers. Your quest. The truth.
Super cool. And, I mean, he's not right. A lot of the old pagan religions
Druth was a troubled man,
had cycles.
scholar turned slave. They tortured him, took him with them on their raids, drove him to madness, spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds. To my world.
I think the darkness is just an analogy to the fact that, for the most part, the Norse, when they showed up, they weren't great people. Now, it's not to be confused with the stereotypical, like, modern-day conception of the Norse, because everybody just immediately wants to go, Viking! They had farmers, but those that weren't that, showed up and quite literally were just doing all of the horrible things that people just associate the entire culture with. But they have a deeper meaning behind them, because all societies have their ghosts.
Senua saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. If his tales of hell were true, then that was the source of it. She learned everything she could from him, until she too could see what he saw.
But the Celtic, the Pict culture, the Norse, and those are just the main ones I have personally studied. The little bit that I know of the Japanese and Chinese cultures, the Hindu and Buddhists even though they're all vastly different, there was finality to almost everything. Everything could die. Everything could come back. Everything was on a timer. And to me that was interesting, because the Norse gods can die and have died. Ymir was a god and is no longer. Buri and Bor. They're just gone. There's nothing in the stories that talk about them further, so either they've died of old age before the Apples of Idun could satiate the gods in immortality. The Tuatha were defeated, and if I believe correctly, the Tuatha were beaten by the Malaysians, which are believed to be like the Spanish, or people from what is now the Spanish region came to populate the Ireland area, as well as a lot of just Britonia, anywhere that the Celtic culture had kind of spread to, which included some of the Scottish, because there's Scottish Celts as well as the Irish Celts, and they're different but similar in many ways. But their gods died when there was the Firbolg, who the Tuatha fought against, and then the Tuatha got replaced by the Milesians. The Milesians got replaced by the Celtics, and the Celtics became modern-day Irish.
Serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again. Senua has died before. And she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
Interesting. Very interesting. And the face is gone. Very cleverly done with some of these things. Very clever. But yeah, I don't know. I highly recommend people just, even if you're set in your religious or spiritual way, study some of the other ones. They're really cool, and seeing how their people think. It's a very interesting, at least something that I pulled from it that I thought was interesting, was just thinking about how there was the Firbolg, and I think Christianity inserted like a sixth peopling to make it fit with like the peopling of the Bible and the timeline that was set in the Bible. But there's only 5 peoplings to Ireland in their history before it was altered. And it's almost like watching magic die off, because the Firbolg were these monstrous, crazy things like Balor, this giant with like whip-like tentacly hair that, you know, in some depictions has like weights fixed to the ends that he swings like mighty clubs, which also relates to another story of an actual living person. It wasn't Danangus, it was the Rock of Dunamis. Is a sick story about a woman just going to town with a rock just tied in her long ginger hair, and she would swing it like a mace. That was a really cool story that I was like, oh. But what I was trying to get to is, like, you have these epically magical creatures as the Firbolg, and then you have the Tuatha, which are still epically magical, but less so. They're more human, more normal, and they do more human, more normal things. They interact with humans in the Ton. Great book. I'm going to say that again. If you're looking for it, I can't remember the name of the author right now, but it's the paperback version, at least, has a black bull on the front cover, and most of the cover is black, and it just says the Ton. That's the one you want to read. I haven't read the other ones, so they could be just as good, but if I have a professor that makes a recommendation on something that is able to spellbind me to reading, you can enjoy it. I hated reading for a long time until recently. And by recently, I mean within like the last like 5-6 years, I've really gotten into it. I hated it before. But after the Tuatha Dé Danann, then you have the Milesians, which were quite literally just the first actual normal people of Ireland in some historical contexts. With that, not 100%, but that's the guess. I don't like how that tree's just twitching, so we're gonna look over here. And then after the Milesians is the Celts. So you had these people that were seen as god slayers because now they've made it to where the Tuatha Dé Danann have like given themselves to the land in order to still be there and still hold the magic. But then the Celts come in and replace them, and it's like this slow regression back towards something normal and gives a reasonable explanation for where is magic. We could go into all kinds of crap with the folklore thing, but it's fun. Be prepared to see a lot of deeper insight in stories and lore coming from me, just because
With the mark of Valravn,
they do so much in games.
you may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
They do so much with these video games to put like cool little stories in them. Like Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon, love the game. I was just playing it. I think I did like one recording, and I was like, we'll be back next time. And I was like, I just want to play the game uninterrupted. But now that I can just post these and not care, we can just have these, and I'll go back and do my story things later.
Why is she waiting? Open the gate. Open the gate. No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate.
Don't tell me what to do. Yo, there's supposed to be a bridge here.
It's so dark. It's dark. The dark. Only the dead may cross. Only the dead may cross into hell.
Trippy. Looks like blood back there. What is it making you relive now?
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damien!
In this waking nightmare,
That voice is killer.
dreams come true. You searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came, through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandoning to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
That's sick. That was sick. Like, my first thought has just got to be, how, like, oddly poetic for the thing that you're terrified of to be giving you this way out. The deep-seated, like, guilt and wallowing that people will go through when they're in periods of mental health episodes, and they then have to go through something else traumatic. Having, like, these combative voices that are already making you struggle with the grips of reality. Then seeing the person you were in love with, because you were fighting so inwardly, you leave to come back and find them blood-eagled hanging there, and you've been gone for so long that he's had time to rot and essentially fall apart. And for the Celtic, that is a huge point, is that the Celts saw heads as the key to the soul. So that's how I'm thinking that she's got to be also either Scottish Celt or Irish Celt, because they had the cults that worshipped heads, and they would collect them and keep them, and that would be their way of kind of like keeping their loved ones, but also it would be their way of just essentially passing on wisdom, because the head was seen as that crowning jewel. Your soul was stored there. I think that may be the beginning for where people say the eyes are the windows to the soul. It's a super cool read. I highly recommend looking into... I can't quite remember what they were called. I just know it is like the Headless Cult, or the Cult of Heads. I think that's it. I think it's the Cult of Heads. But this game's cool, dude. They did such a good job with this. It's fun. It's like right up my alley with the things that I like too, so this is good. But we're going to call this episode here, just because I don't want to be up as late as I was last night. Take a little bit of time, get ready, go to bed. Me get up in the morning, maybe try to go to the gym. I would like to, I just need to get better about that. And I don't know why I'm telling you that. I'm trying to get better at time management. I guess that's why. I want to give consistency to you, the audience, with these videos, but I also want to give consistency to myself to continue taking care of myself and doing more things. It's, I've been letting life just kind of push me down a flow and just kind of following wherever it goes. Not really saying no or yes to anything, just kind of going whatever had, like, the path of least resistance at the time. And then I was realizing, it's like, it's really easy to follow that path, just do what I need to do, wake up, keep the same routine. Any of you who know me, we live through the Chaos crew. Forge your legend and embrace chaos and forge your legend. It's my thing to always break away from routine and keep some kind of question to my life. So now I just have to pull myself up out of the form and go start doing the things that I normally do like to do. That aside, thank you everybody for being here. Another great episode of this. Hopefully you're enjoying the commentary. I'm warming up again to this. I feel like this was much better than the first one. The first one was just a lot of, come on! I dodged that! Come on! Come on! I can't tell you how annoyed I get with myself. Regardless, thank you everybody. And remember, cause some chaos.